Right, safe. Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 2 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded. We haven't done much in between episodes, but we've kind of got a little bit organised down here, so you might have spied in my inventory. We've done a little bit of wandering around, and if I just show you on Journey Mapper, actually, very little, but if you compare this to the amount that was explored at the end of last episode, we've done a little bit here. The comments around this purple bit were very enlightening, so we're going to be keeping a very close eye on that. I hear that it spreads, and on last night's stream as well, Martin, the mining Scotsman, was really insightful, and he was telling me about tentacles that apparently come out of the ground. So, like, I don't really know how that works, but if that stuff starts spreading and tentacles start coming out of the ground all around our base and our farm and stuff, it's probably means we're going to need to move somewhere. So just actually, let's take a look at some of the stuff we did find from exploring the area. We found some sphalerite, firstly, which I recall being over there. We found some bismuth, which goes hand in hand with the sphalerite, further over there. And a little bit closer in that direction then was the tetrahedrite. Yes, unfortunately, the tetrahedrite, which is a form of copper, was the one that we got the least of. So I think really what we can do, let's double check. Yeah, it's 20% bismuth. Yes, a minimum copper is 50%. Yeah, so that'll make us one tool, that right there. Yeah, we're going to make the pick now. We'll dig a hole where the tetrahedrite was without a ooh, do we want to fire up some more stuff? We probably do. So maybe we'll just wait until morning, I think. We'll potter around here for a bit, and then we'll go and grab a bit more clay in the morning. I'm kind of gutted I planted the trees around here though, because if we do end up having to move, we've kind of just lost out. So I did pick up a few more saplings and the onion seeds on my adventures on the live stream last night. But we haven't planted any of them around here yet, and I don't plan to. I'm going to just hold on to them until we are confident, like, that we're going to be settling down wherever we are. So should we let's get a couple of ingot casts on the go. Oh, I can't remember the recipe. Is it that? There we go. 2 of them. 1 more of these, and that at least just means that we've kind of filled our pit kiln before we spend all of that. Oh, don't need this. Yeah, so we will have filled the pit kiln before we kind of end up putting all of the wood and straw resources into it. So hopefully come night time, or just before night time anyway, this will be finished. We'll be able to cast our pick and then jump probably into that kaolinite vein there. Let's eat some onion, and then I'll show you over here what we found, and maybe we'll just have a little bit more of an explore while this cooks up, and we'll just kind of see if we can find anything else that's going to be crucial. I mean, really, like a bit of the tetrahedrite poking out, or just a few more pieces of the small ore so we can get a guaranteed saw this episode too would be fab. Doesn't look good though. It doesn't look like, it looks like we pretty much got all of it at the first time of asking, I think. Just maybe to be expected. It's good we can see the pit kiln from over here still. Maybe if we just go a little bit further out into the opening here. We probably didn't do that yesterday. I think we got all the small pieces. My memory is that the center of it was over here, but let's see exactly where we marked it. We'll get this waypoint up. Yeah, okay. So I thought the center of the vein was somewhere around here. That's interesting. Found another little collection of bismuth here, and then also some limonite here, which is iron or steel, the limonite. So yeah, I mean, this area seems pretty rich in ores. It's a real shame about this crazy purple thing, because I don't think I've seen. Should we dip our toe in? This is such a bad idea. The blocks look cool. As soon as I see one of these tentacles, I'm gone. That thing seems to be dying. Did it? Any drops? No drops. There are saplings in there too, I'm kind of curious about. Crusted taint. Oh man, that's good. That may be one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. So is this how it spreads? Do we need to break that block so that this liquid doesn't come? Because the liquid seems to be maybe spreading it. I'm not going to mess around with crusted taint. Oh man. Oh, it's finished. It's finished. Okay. Let's go. Pick number 1. Where is it? Please. Bismuth bronze, 100 units. I have still got it, baby. We are going in. So we'll grab the pick. One thing I considered was doing halberd first and then just going straight for the dungeon, but without a pick we can't really... I can't remember how to do this. There we go. Yeah, without a pick we can't really properly explore the dungeon because we'll just be so vulnerable without, like, you know, not being able to move blocks or anything, so we won't be doing that. Okay. Sick. Sick. Bismuth bronze pick. Let's go. So what we want to do is dig our hole before night falls, so we're underground and safe. Let's just start. And actually, now we're here, I'm going to turn off this waypoint because that's going to get annoying. I haven't looked up on the wiki yet about dolomite rock and whether dolomite rock actually even supports tetrahedrite or not. So some of you may know already that we're doomed here and that we need to be going deeper. So we'll have to keep doing some little checks like this where we just run our cursor along to look at that top that readout at the top there. I think also going too deep is quite a big risk. I mean, how many blocks do we actually have? So we could muster 30 wood blocks and we've got about 15 dirt blocks. I mean, but it really isn't very much at all. Alright, onwards and downwards, as they say. I mean, maybe checking the wiki is what I need to do here, because if we know for sure it's the layer below, that would be quite useful to know. Oh, we're already at the layer below. This is schist now. Still doesn't look, yeah, it doesn't look like we've got anything yet. I feel like we are very, very deep now. Like, this is a risk, being this deep. I think we might just do a little bit of digging outwards, although this is probably stupid. It's just so unlikely to be at the depth we're at now if we haven't already seen something around us. Oh, and we're getting cave-ins, which is terrifying. But maybe we are starting to actually get a little bit of a hovel here, which is also good in terms of gathering blocks to get back out again, because I don't know how else we're going to get back out. But I think I'm going to just look at the rock types that tetrahedrite spawns in, because to be honest, I need to know. Alright, so here we are. So this is the Ores and Minerals page, which I've used many times, particularly in that first series I did. But I haven't looked at it this time around yet, but it was inevitable. So I thought I'd show it to you this time. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's a really useful key for all the different rock types, all the different types of ores, and where you can and can't find them. So you can see a lot of these are really rare, you know. But anyway, tetrahedrite's what we're after, copper, and if we look here, it's just in these, 6 types of rock, and schist is the one. So what was the other one we were looking at? It was dolomite. There's dolomite, and you can see dolomite doesn't have native copper or malachite or tetrahedrite spawning in it actually, so dolomite definitely won't have any copper for us, so schist is where we want to look for that tetrahedrite, so that's good to know. Alright, so schist. So I'm a fair bit more confident now. Did we only just switch into the schist? And I think we've been in it for a while. I'm a little bit more confident now to just keep digging down, bizarrely. But let's get to the bottom of the schist layer. And if we don't see it by the time we reach the bottom of the schist layer, then we've picked the wrong spot. But at least we're, at least we know that much. I suppose the other takeaway from this is that while we are in schist, then it is actually worth us just poking a little bit. I think actually in my first season, we didn't do much of this. Like, I found a andesite. Alright, yeah, so guys, andesite can have types of copper in it, but not tetrahedrite. And we haven't seen any copper above here, so it's safe to assume we're unlikely to find copper if we keep going downwards. So at this point, it's time to go upwards. Actually, I'm in a cave-inable spot here. We should only really be poking if we're in this middle chamber. Are these going to hold up? They did. Great. I lost that torch, I think, by placing blocks. Now let's do some poking at this height. So post in the comments now your bet for the quality. I stopped recording, and about 5 or 6 blocks later that I broke, we've found it, and it's poor quality, which is bad news, really. Well, what it just means is that this is not our kind of our real jam. But look, this is still fine. I mean, this is still what we need. Essentially, we know we've got pretty good access already now to a decent amount of bismuth and sphalerite. So this is good news. Like, to get some of this just for early tools before we hit the road, it's good news. Can't I? What am I doing wrong? I've not played this game in a long time. Let's keep the schist out actually and add that to our blocks, because we need that to get out. Just organise our inventory a bit here. Yeah, it's a decent amount here though, this is good. Yeah. We'll just mine out this clump and then hopefully we can get back out alive. Ooh, that was close. So good to sort out one's inventory sometimes, doesn't it? Satisfaction. It's the little things in life. Alright guys, I think that's good. I know I said 40, but we've ended up with whatever 4/16 is. A little bit more than that. I'm tired. 64. As if I couldn't do 16 times 4, like I had to manually work it out rather than just remembering. Yeah, that shows you how tired I am. Okay, maybe we'll just cut that bit. Okay, so guys, 16 times 4 is obviously 64. I've got really good math skills, like don't worry about that. That area is covered. Yeah, we're home. Well, kind of. Let's wait and see. It's probably night time. Probably about to get rinsed. Actually. Okay, guys, so I just got back to my base, yeah? And, yeah. Damn! I was just about to tell you about the scary thing that I saw there that made me turn around and run. Oh dear. So I think probably this base has become problematic already, if we've got that kind of incredibly deep in the game stuff appearing in the middle of the night. Probably time to move first thing in the morning. And that's one death. So we'll probably, what we'll do is we'll leave all the death markers in Journey Mapper, won't we? And then we can always kind of follow up on how many deaths we've had. But I want to try and keep that as minimal as possible. I don't know if we will set an upper limit, because it'd be fun to just keep playing. We don't want the series to end just because I'm bad at the game. But I want to keep deaths to a minimum. Like, we can't be using deaths strategically to refill hunger or, you know, any of those kind of cheap cop-outs. I can't see the scary thing there anymore. So let's just run up, get in, and hold on though. Where? Okay, good. There's a gravestone. Is it breaking? No. Is it breaking yet? Yes. Oh, I'm just going to die again, aren't I? Shouldn't have got the stuff yet. Bad decision making. I think we're alright. Is the purple getting closer? It's hard to tell. We'll just hide in here. Hopefully if the thing can't see us, he won't go for us. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright then, so as you may be able to hear, we've managed to last the night. Let's take some coconut. It's actually the next day now, as you may be able to tell, by the fact that my hair looks washed at this stage. So we've just been getting organised really. So we've got all our food in this one and sealed one, and then we've got all of our other bits and bobs, just lots of random stuff really in there. In fact, let's take these fire starters out of here. We're going to want those. We're going to want some thatch too. Might as well take the single stone out. Okay, so we've got ourselves another. Alright, so one of the key things I've been working out is that 16 of these poor tetrahedrite is going to prep us for 4 tools at 60 units per tool. And then we just need to get these smalls up to 8 each. Failing that, we can do something like this, where we just go like that, 8, 4 and 4, and that will get us 2 tools. But hopefully we can get another 8, 4 and 4. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to quickly run around just to see if I didn't miss any sphalerite. I know there was more bismuth down here, so we can easily grab one more piece of that. The challenge is going to be getting 4 more pieces of sphalerite, but if we can, 4 more tools is going to be an absolute touch. Yeah, I do feel like I had a good look around here earlier. There we go, a couple of pieces down there. That gets us 1 more tool, at least 2 more bits. Oh, hello, we have coal right here. I'm tempted to grab as much of that as I can now, because we are going to be leaving very soon from this area. Just have a look. There must be just a couple more pieces of sphalerite. There's one. 1 more piece and we are laughing. Oh no, we need the 1 more piece of bismuth, which I'm fairly confident we can find. Right, there's the 1 piece of bismuth I wanted anyway. I mean, we could just run off in the other direction on the basis there could easily be just another deposit of it. Just a little bit over here. We haven't really looked over here yet. So just hug this like wood line here to the water and see if we can't spot any sphalerite there. It's not looking good, is it? Well, do we give up at this point? We say we can't find the last piece. Pieces don't appear in there, do they? I feel like this is dangerous. Let's get out of here. I'm fairly certain though that... Ooh, what is that? Tainted goo. Kinda scares me. Oh dear. Maybe that's one of those tentacles. Oh look, up there. That's certainly a tentacle. And so's that. Right, interesting. Yeah, let's not get too close to them. Alright, well I think that's it. I think, unfortunately, unless we just do one more quick glance, I think we have to accept. Has infected me. Okay, so we don't want to carry that taint goo around with us then, clearly. The effect's gone now. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to keep my life for now. Yeah, okay, this place is really going to end up being a pain, isn't it? Do we have a knife at the moment? Yeah. Let's get ourselves 8 thatch anyway and get this bad boy cooking. Okay, yeah, so actually no, just looking at the ratios, we already worked it out on a minimum sphalerite ratio of like 20-60-20. So we can't kind of use the scale of what we're doing to reduce that any further, unfortunately. Yeah, so the 6, 6 and 12 like that is as much as we can do right now, which will get us 3 tools, I hope. They're 15 units each, and then those ones 10. Should add up to 300, I don't know. Let's just go for it. Yeah, I think that is right, because 60 and 60 is 120, and then 12 15s would be 180. Let's just do it. And we do have some more clay so that we don't have to waste the cook, I think. Where's our clay in here? Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this also. I got a DankNStein's head from my first death, which is pretty cool. We could actually, what we could do is we could probably... yeah, I kind of think that looks kind of sick. I do like my skin. I made it myself. Can you tell? Okay, what are we doing? Let's make a couple more ingot casts, because they creep up on you and suddenly you realise you just need like absolutely loads of them and you don't have any. And then I think it's probably wise to make an axe mold, which I don't think we have yet. They're one of the tools that I tend to do later, like after all the ones I already made down here. But ultimately, they're pretty useful, those. Right, so I think while that's cooking and we've got a little bit of daylight left, let's grab as much coal as we can to take with us on our journey. Because I remember this from my TerraFirmaPunk playthrough. It is unbelievably useful to have a load of this stuff in terms of just reducing the number of pit kilns you need to be. Sorry, not pit kilns. What are those things called? The like charcoal pits. That's it. To kind of keep all of that at a minimum, really. Oh yeah, I should be taking off the soil first, the dirt first, so it doesn't crush the coal blocks. Maybe we just uncover a bit now, do this shoveling now, and we'll do the pickaxing in the morning, because I am a bit scared of being out here at night after what happened last night. In fact, yeah, I'm already way too scared. Let's just get out of here. You're gonna like immediately see a piece of sphalerite on the floor just there, aren't we? Oh my god, we actually did. I can't believe it. I knew it. I knew it was there. I was running around for so long. Well, let's pick it up at least. You can always make one more tool maybe when we settle at the next spot. Or maybe we want to make a second pick or something. I don't know. Who knows? That is just sod's law though, isn't it? Alright guys, so it's finished there. Let's grab it. I've been organising my inventory somewhat, so I'm looking pretty crisp now in here. So we've decided, really, let's put the axe down. We're not going to be doing that just yet. We've decided on our 3 tools: saw, halberd and pro pick, which I think makes perfect sense. Will accompany the pick and all the stone tools we've got already beautifully. Because a lot of these, in fact all 3 of them, and the pick then, so our first 4 tools have all been tools that you can only make out of metal, I believe. There might be stone types of these that I'm just not aware of from other mod packs. Yeah, the ice saws, I remember all that. Anyway, this is awesome. So these 3 tools are going to be absolute game changers for us, really. Oh dear, we can't make the halberd yet. I think then we need to start doing the exciting crafting grid stuff, don't we? So, if you haven't seen this before, the saw lets you then create this lumber, which you can make planks out of, and I think we just need 4 of them. I hope we can make a crafting bench out of this. Yeah, there we go. And it just goes straight into your inventory, so now we've just unlocked 3x3 crafting on the go forever. There's quite a lot of stuff here. Anyway, so now we should be able to make the halberd, which I think is a diagonal recipe like that, isn't it? There we go. So, for example, we can make ourselves a door, which I think we absolutely need. And it might be an idea to dig out the floor in here and turn that into planks too. Let's just take all of this up. Where's our door first before we get killed? Ah, no, we want planks under there, don't we? So actually, how do you do all this? Right, we're going to need a fair bit more. Let's do all of this then. See how much we get. I remember building is so expensive in TerraFirmaCraft. I can't remember the exact ratio. 16 pieces should see us through this floor, right? But this shovel isn't going to last. Okay, it's fine. We can just do this for now, get the door down, and at least we're safe. Alright guys, well I think that probably calls it for this episode. It's a cheap roof this, but I think it's going to serve its purpose. But yeah, the episode's kind of dragged on a bit. It took us a little bit longer to get set up, but we really do have, well, it's a very small but decent base of operations here now. So the plan for next episode will be to essentially hit up that mound, try and loot as much as we can, and then just pack up and leave. We'll put a barrel on our back. And I think what I've been looking at on the map here is this area here. So we're up here. We go a bit south here. You can see there's a lot of open ravines and a few different rock types. And I think I want to explore what that orange is there, because I hope that's just a load of exposed copper. And hopefully it's of incredibly high quality. But that'll do it for today. Thanks once again for joining us, episode 2. We'll be back for the third installment very soon. So with that, peace.